So let's see, with regard to Megapack, we're making great progress. Our energy storage deployment reached nearly 4 gigawatt hours in Q1. It's by far the strongest quarter ever. And this growth was achieved thanks to the ongoing ramp at our Megafactory in Lathrop, California. There's still some way to go to reach the full run rate of 40 gigawatt hours per year. And then we additionally announced the start of a new Megafactory in Shanghai. So we're as we've expected, the stationary storage growth actually will significantly exceed the vehicle growth. Regarding Autopilot and Full Self-Driving, we've now crossed over 150 million miles driven by Full Self-Driving beta, and this number is growing exponentially. This is a data advantage that really no one else has. Those who understand AI will understand the importance of data, of training data, and how fundamental that is to achieving an incredible outcome. So, we're also very focused on improving our neural net training capabilities, as is one of the main limiting factors of achieving full autonomy. So we're continuing to simultaneously make significant purchases of NVIDIA GPUs, and also putting a lot of effort into Dojo, which we believe has the potential for an order of magnitude improvement in the cost of training. And Dojo also has the potential to become a sellable service that we would offer to other companies in the same way that Amazon Web Services, offers web services, even though it started out as a bookstore. So I really think that the Dojo potential is very significant. In conclusion, we're taking a view that we want to keep making and selling as many cars as we can, despite this being an uncertain macro environment. This is a good time to increase our lead further, and we'll continue to invest in growth as fast as possible. Once again, I'd like to give a huge thanks to all Tesla employees worldwide for doing an incredible job again, and super appreciated.
Thank you very much. And Zach has some remarks as well.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. I want to start by congratulating the Tesla team for record vehicle production and deliveries. And I also want to congratulate our energy storage team for record volumes as well. There's 3 main points I want to make. First, automotive gross margin and operating margin reduced sequentially, but as Elon mentioned, these remain at healthy levels. In particular, automotive gross margin was impacted by a few factors since our discussion on the last earnings call, which include additional action taken in the second half of the quarter to improve vehicle pricing, and one-time items, most notably warranty adjustments on older S and X vehicles, as well as increased deferred revenue for certain Autopilot features as we transition technologies. Progress on vehicle cost reduction continued in Q1 with meaningful improvements on logistics and the beginnings of some commodity cost reductions starting to be realized. Per unit costs for Austin and Berlin improved as well, driven by record volumes. However, these factories still provide a margin headwind and will likely continue to do so until after we reach and stabilize at our intended volumes. Note that Q1 was our third quarter in our multi-quarter plan to move to a more regionally balanced mix of build and deliveries. As I've mentioned previously, this results in lower deliveries than production within a quarter due to a higher volume of cars in transit at the end of the quarter and has an associated impact on quarter-ending free cash flows. This was particularly prevalent in Q1 for S and X as we begin exporting cars for international deliveries. Second, our storage business is starting to take shape, and this is exciting to see after many years of investment and focus. This business is growing as a percentage of the company's revenue and reached its highest level yet in Q1, driven by an increasing rate of deliveries for our Megapack products. We are also making progress on storage profitability, generating our highest gross profit yet in the quarter. Third, I want to reiterate the philosophy by which we are operating the business this year. Our approach is to grow volumes as quickly as possible in both our vehicle and energy businesses. We plan to continue to invest heavily into our future plans, which include the Cybertruck, next generation platform, in-house cell production, energy storage business, and our autonomy and AI-enabled products. And we plan to do this while keeping the business financially healthy and industry-leading. To accomplish this, we need to remain focused on cost efficiency and working capital, and in particular, unwinding the strategic inventory buildup left over from the pandemic. I want to conclude by thanking the Tesla team again, as well as thanking our suppliers and our customers.
Thank you very much. And let's go to investor questions on Say.com. The first one is, what is the process to make auto pricing adjustments? What variables do you consider? How frequently do you review pricing?
Do you want to take that, Elon, or do you want me to take it?
My apologies, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I think this is not something that we can really talk about. It's just we do our best to evaluate the production output, macroeconomic conditions, and we make a decision. But it's unless there's something you'd like to add, Zach.
No, I think that's right. I mean, as a team, we review where we stand globally on a weekly basis, and certainly can't get into the details of the reasons why certain decisions are made. But it is something that's very actively managed by a subset of the leadership team.
Thank you. The second question is, do you still believe Tesla Energy will be bigger than Auto? And when will you provide more formal guidance on Megapack and overall Tesla Energy?
Yeah, I should just clarify, like bigger than Auto from the standpoint of like total gigawatt hours deployed. So it's possible automotive revenue may be higher, but gigawatt hours, I think will be probably higher with stationary storage. If you just look at what's needed to transition the world to a sustainable energy economy, there is more stationary energy storage needed than there is mobile energy storage. So, and we are seeing growth of our stationary storage well in excess of automotive. So that is in line with expectations.
Yeah, and on the guidance part of the question, and maybe Martin, we can combine this with the next question, which is on guidance for margins. Just have a single comment there. I think we will get to the point where we as a company provide guidance on the storage business. I say storage is a combination of both the Megapack business and the Powerwall business. Relative to total revenues of the company, it's still fairly small. And the business has a lot of volatility currently, both in terms of volumes as well as financials, just given the small volumes and kind of diversification of the customer pool there. But as this business grows and smooths out, I don't think we're that far away from it. I think including these volumes on our day 2 production and deliveries release is something that we'll start doing. And then we can talk more formally as a business about our expectations over the coming year. I think it'll be a few more quarters before we get there.
Thank you. The next question, as you said, was already answered. So let's go to the battery question.
Oh, sorry, just one other thing I wanted to mention on margin. While we're not providing specific guidance there, I mean, just to set expectations of where we think this business will go in terms of margins, probably generally in the ballpark of what we've seen historically on the vehicle business. We generally look to mid 20% gross margins for any program that we launch. And so we're not there yet on this business, but that's what we're working towards.
We're hopeful to get there later this year, but that's not a promise. That's an aspiration.